You're thirsty, alone, and there's water everywhere. But drinking it directly can be dangerous because untreated water often carries pathogens that cause illness. How do you safely purify water anywhere in the wild? The stakes are high. Contaminated water can cause severe illness, deplete your energy, and delay your progress. However, using the right purification methods will keep you safe. Let's dive in. Remember, always purify any wild-sourced water to avoid pathogens that can make you sick. First up, gather your materials. Your best bet is to bring a water filter or purification tablets if you're heading into the backcountry. These tools are lightweight and reliable, ensuring that any water you find is safe to drink. But what if you don't have them? You can boil water for at least 1 minute longer at higher altitudes to kill most pathogens, or use natural methods like adding crushed pine needles as a makeshift filter. But remember, this isn't foolproof, and boiling remains the safest bet. Always be aware of local laws regarding water collection and never rely on visual inspection alone. Purify all water before drinking to prevent illness. No filter. No matches. No sunlight. Don't panic, start with what's around you. Find a clear container, preferably made of plastic, though glass works as well. A bottle, jug, or even a wide leaf can serve if necessary. Remember, untreated water from the wild can carry harmful pathogens and should always be purified to prevent illness. If possible, boil water for at least 1 minute or 3 minutes at high altitudes. When using heat sources like fire or sterno cans, or use purification tablets, a reliable water filter, UV light purifiers, or chemical treatments if available. Always prioritize safe drinking water in survival situations to avoid sickness and dehydration. Next, locate your water source. Opt for the cleanest available option. Clear mountain streams near their origins, springs emerging from rocks, or rainwater collected in naturally formed basins like hollows or leaf depressions. Steer clear of stagnant pools and murky swamps, as they can harbor harmful bacteria and parasites. Always remember to purify any water before drinking it, even if the source appears pristine. Laws regarding water collection might vary locally, so check for restrictions beforehand. Once you've got a container and a good source, get to work filtering your water. If there's sediment at the bottom of your collection point, use a clean cloth like a bandana or t-shirt to strain out debris by pouring the water through it into another container. This removes large particles but doesn't purify the water, so be sure to boil it for at least 1 minute or 3 minutes above 6,500 feet, or treat with appropriate chemical tablets or a filter to ensure safety from pathogens and contaminants before drinking. Always check local regulations regarding water collection in protected areas. Now, if you have a cloth or fine mesh, use it as a filter by laying it over your container and filling it slowly to trap any floating debris. This step is crucial because removing large particles makes subsequent purification more effective. However, always remember that filtering alone doesn't eliminate harmful pathogens or chemicals in the water. So further purification methods like boiling, chemical treatments, or UV light are essential for safe consumption. Additionally, ensure you're following local laws and guidelines regarding water collection in protected areas. Let's talk boiling now. Boiling is simple but effective. Bring your water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute, 3 minutes above 6,000 feet to account for lower air pressure and reduced boiling points. This kills almost all microorganisms, making the water safe to drink. But what if you don't have heat? Consider other purification methods like chemical treatments or filtration, as untreated water can carry harmful pathogens that cause serious illness. No fire. No sun. Here's what you do. Chemical purification tablets or iodine drops are crucial backups. Always follow the exact instructions on the packaging. Typically, this involves dropping in 1 tablet or several drops and waiting at least 30 minutes before drinking. Remember, untreated water can carry harmful pathogens, so it's essential to purify any wild water source. If you're stuck without purification options, consider using natural methods but understand their limitations. Steeping pine needles like tea can provide some benefits due to their high vitamin C content, which acts as a mild disinfectant. However, this method isn't foolproof and shouldn't be relied upon exclusively for purifying water. Always prioritize boiling or chemical treatments when available, And remember that untreated water can carry harmful pathogens. What about solar distillation? Set up a simple still using clear plastic wrap over a container of water, weighted down with rocks at the edges to form a small pocket for condensation. The sun's heat evaporates the water, leaving contaminants behind and collecting pure droplets in your makeshift collection point. However, this method is slow and resource-intensive, taking days to produce enough clean water. Always remember that untreated water can contain harmful pathogens, so reliable purification methods like boiling or chemical treatments are crucial when time is limited. Make sure to check local regulations on water collection practices before setting up a still in unfamiliar areas. Another natural option for purifying water in the wild involves using charcoal from your fire as part of a simple filtration system. Charcoal's porous nature helps attract bacteria and impurities, but it's important to note that while this can improve water quality, it doesn't guarantee safe drinking water due to potential pathogens and chemicals not being fully removed. Crush charcoal into small pieces and layer them between clean cloths or other filter materials like sand and gravel for a more effective setup. Pour water through multiple layers of your filtration system, and always boil the filtered water before drinking to ensure it's free from harmful microorganisms. Remember, local water sources may have specific contaminants, so it's best to use proper purification methods and be aware of any regional health advisories. But wait, what if you have no container? No heat sources? No chemicals? Don't worry, nature has solutions. For example, you can use large leaves or bark as makeshift containers, and find ways to boil water using natural materials like rocks heated by fire to create steam for purification. However, always ensure you're collecting water from the cleanest possible sources like springs or high in a stream's flow. Remember, if boiling isn't an option, your next best steps are to filter murky water through cloth, and then let it settle before straining out any debris. But even filtered water can harbor harmful pathogens, so consider adding purification tablets if you have them, or use a UV light purifier if available. If all else fails, find a way to signal for help. Safe drinking water is crucial for survival, but so is getting professional aid when possible. Always remember to check local laws and regulations regarding water collection and purification in the area where you're planning to travel. No water filter, no match, no sunlight. Here's your emergency move. Dig a hole in the ground, fill it with water, and cover it tightly with clear plastic wrap, creating what is known as a solar still or transpiration bag. If you have plants available, place them inside to increase evaporation. However, avoid toxic species by positively identifying all materials used with expert guidance or field guides. This method isn't foolproof. Be sure to boil the collected water for at least 1 minute or 10 minutes at high altitudes before drinking to ensure it's safe from pathogens and parasites. Remember, local laws dictate what methods you can use for survival in the wild. Always seek proper training and permits where required. So here's the rule. If you're in survival mode, prioritize finding clean water and purify it before consumption. Use everything at your disposal to ensure the water is safe, whether that means boiling, using purification tablets, or a portable filter. Every drop of clean water makes all the difference. But remember, untreated water can carry harmful pathogens, so always make sure it's purified first. Now back to practical tips. If you have a lighter or matches, fire is key when purifying water. Boil your water as soon as possible, even if it means gathering wood. Start a small fire with dry tinder. Kindling helps get bigger logs burning efficiently and effectively. Keep your water container in place for quick access whenever the flames are strong enough to bring the water to a rolling boil. Remember, untreated water can carry pathogens that cause severe illness, so boiling is essential to ensure safe drinking water. Always follow local laws regarding water sources and purification methods when camping or surviving in the wild. If you don't have heat or chemicals to purify water in the wild, consider natural methods such as a solar still or creating a simple plant-based filter, though both can be slow processes taking anywhere from hours to days. These techniques are not foolproof against all pathogens, so always use caution and ensure that any collected water is further treated when possible. Remember, moving to an area with cleaner water sources like flowing streams may be your best option if time allows. Always prioritize finding a safer source of water or employing more reliable purification methods as soon as you can. But here's the kicker, don't forget your backup plans. Always carry a water bottle with a built-in filter. It's lightweight, easy to use, and effective. For additional safety, know how to purify water by boiling or using chemical treatments when needed. Remember, never drink untreated wild water due to potential pathogens. Purification is crucial for preventing illness. So how do you actually find safe drinking water out here? The real trick is being prepared and knowing multiple purification methods. Always carry a water filter or purifying tablets, but also know how to boil water if necessary. Remember, never drink untreated water from natural sources, as it can contain harmful pathogens. Stay informed about local water safety guidelines and always prioritize your health by using reliable purification techniques. And that's not even the mistake that kills people. Improper water purification can lead to serious illnesses from pathogens like bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Always purify water when in doubt, whether by boiling, using chemical treatments, or employing a suitable filter to ensure safety and maintain your strength and survival chances. Stay sharp and remember to follow local guidelines for water sources and treatment methods. Remember, 3 days without water and it's over. You've got this. But the crucial step that keeps you safe is still to come. Let's dive into it. When purifying water in the wild, it's essential to use reliable methods such as boiling. Bring water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute, or 1 minute per 1,000 meters above sea level, using chemical treatments like iodine tablets according to instructions, or filtering with a high-quality water filter designed to remove bacteria and viruses. Always ensure the water is safe before drinking it to avoid illnesses caused by harmful pathogens. Remember, local laws may regulate water collection from certain sources, so be sure to check these regulations beforehand. Back to boiling if you can. Heating evaporates water into steam, leaving germs behind. Boil for at least 1 minute or 3 minutes above 6,000 feet to kill most pathogens. However, ensure your container and tools are clean as well, since contaminants on them can recontaminate the boiled water. Scrub everything thoroughly before use to maintain hygiene standards. What about chemical tablets? Always follow the package instructions precisely. Incorrect dosing can leave your water contaminated with harmful pathogens. Add 1 tablet or the recommended number of drops, and wait at least 30 minutes before drinking. This method is crucial when you have no alternative purification options available. But remember to purify all wild water sources due to potential contamination risks. Natural methods come last.